Good day, ma'am. I am Daisy Mindonomida and I am Ma.Theresa. So, we are here to present our story, The Izu Dancer by Yasunari Kawabata. So, for the summary of the story is about a young student who is traveling through the Izu Peninsula. Along the story, he encounters a group of traveling performers. So, this story is all about a young boy who has a journey through the Izu Peninsula. So, this young boy encounters a group of traveling performers. Among them is a young girl, who is the dancer of the group. The student and the dancer form a bond, and he becomes infatuated with her. As they travel together, the student experiences the joys of first love, but also the pain of unrequited feelings. Since unrequited feelings, it is like a one-sided love. And he is torn between his affection for the dancer and the societal norms that separate them. The dancer, on the other hand, is innocent and carefree, living in the present moment. In the end, the student must continue his journey alone, leaving the dancer behind. The story ends with a sense of melancholy and longing. As the student reflects on the fleeting nature of his encounter with the dancer, the Izu dancer is a touching exploration of first love, innocence, and the passage of time. It's a short story that leaves a lasting impression. So the student here is from a higher social class, being educated and on a path to a promising future. On the other hand, the dancer is part of a traveling troupe, which is considered a lower social class in the society they live in. This difference in social status creates a barrier between them. The student is aware of this societal divide and it causes him internal conflict. He's drawn to the dancer, but he also understands that their different social status make a romantic relationship between them unlikely, if not impossible. This societal pressure and the awareness of their different paths in life add a layer of melancholy to the student's feelings for the dancer. Despite these societal norms, the student and the dancer form a deep connection with each other. However, the student's awareness of their different social statuses ultimately influences his decision to part ways with the dancer and continue his journey alone. So for the background of the author, Yasunari Kawabata was a Japanese novelist and a short story writer. He was the first Japanese author to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1968. Known for his spare and lyrical prose, Kawabata explores themes of melancholy, loneliness, and transience of life. His works reflect an ancient Japanese literary tradition in a modern context. Sadly, he died by suicide in 1972. Despite his tragic end, Kawabata's legacy as a renowned writer endures. For the social core and historical context of this short story, The Izu Dancer by Yasunari Kawabata was written in 1926 when Japan was going through changes. The story shows how traditional and modern ideas clash and how strict social rules affected relationships back then. It takes place in the beautiful Izu Peninsula and explores how fleeting connections can be, especially when faced with societal expectations in early 20th century in Japan. So for the elements of the story,
So for the elements of the story, the Izu dancer. So the setting is the story take place in an area called the Izu Peninsula in Japan. So the main characters are a young student and a girl who is part of a group of traveling performers. So the theme of the story explores themes like first love, societal expectations, the temporary nature of relationships, and the clash between tradition and modernity. So the symbolism of the story is the author uses symbols to represent ideas. For example, the girl symbolizes innocence and freedom, while the Izu Peninsula represents a short and fleeting experience. So the narrative style of the story, the author way of telling the story is simple and poetic. It allows readers to understand the thoughts and feelings of the main characters. So here is the analysis of the short story, The Izu Dancer by Yasunari Kawabata. The Isu Dancer by Yasunari Kawabata is captivating short story that explores theme of love, societal expectations, and the transient nature of relationship. Set in the scenic Azo Peninsula, the story follows a young student and his encounter with a dancer from a traveling performer group. The story delves into the complexities of human emotions and the clash between tradition and modernity. The young student representing the educated middle class becomes infatuated with the dancer. Despite the social divide between them, their relationship highlights the challenges posed by societal norms and expectations. As the students and the dancers spend time together, their connection depends, depends. But the student in turn between his feelings and the societal constraints that prevent a deeper relationship. The story explores the fleeting nature of their encounter, emphasizing the impermanence of human connections. Kawabata's writing style, characterized by its simplicity and lyricism, allows readers to delve into the protagonist's introspective thoughts and emotions. The symbolism used, such as the dancer representing innocence and freedom, adds to depth to the narrative. So the Iso Dancer offers a profound exploration of love, societal norms, and the transient nature of relationship. Through evocative setting, compelling characters, and thought-provoking themes, the story leaves reader reflecting on the complexities of human emotions and the impact of societal expectations.
So that ends